This is John Clay, sports columnist with the Lexington Herald-Leader, along with Josh Moore, UK football beat writer for the Lexington Herald-Leader. Kentucky defeats Eastern Michigan 38-17 tonight here at Kroger Field, but the big story is Terry Wilson, UK's quarterback, was injured in the third quarter, was taken off in a cart. He had a brace on his left leg, left knee. Sawyer Smith came in after that. Mark Stoops afterwards said they did not know yet about Terry's condition. They have to do an MRI, I guess, tomorrow. On Sunday, but he did not sound optimistic. At least, what would you think, Josh?
Yeah, I mean, when it looked like on the broadcast, I haven't seen it myself, but it sounded like you kind of intimated that there was a reason they were throwing, because they were throwing a lot late with Sawyer there at the end. One, just to get him used to it, but I think that's also you got to have some sort of sense of what he looks like in a game situation if you need him in Florida, and you're only probably doing that if you actually think you're going to need him next week. So I think, I don't know, it didn't look good on the field, and when a guy gets carted off, it's obviously not, even if it's like a strain or something, right, he's probably not going to play next week.
Right. Yeah, Mark, in fact, that's what the term Mark used. He said, you saw it too, it didn't look good. So they won't know for sure until they get the MRI. Obviously a tough break for Terry Wilson if he's out for any length of time. Second year as a starter. I thought he played pretty well tonight, and he was running the ball, I think, more freely.
That's what impressed me. He looked like he was hitting those reads and not ignoring them, because I think last week they were there, but he was just like checking out of them real quick. And I think instead of checking out real quick, he was just hitting those holes and really coming into those runs a lot more fluidly. And it's kind of one of those plays that he got hurt on and ended up actually not even really. It didn't even count because of a penalty.
Right.
And that was
offsetting
big thing, throughout the game. That's kind of another topic, but the penalties, and there was a lot of things that were messy. They probably could have won this game. They probably could have scored 50 points. If it goes. Some of the dumb stuff doesn't happen. So, on top of that, you lose your starting quarterback. Maybe it's a melancholy night for UK football.
Now, the silver lining is Sawyer Smith does have experience. He's a graduate transfer from Troy. This is his first year in the program. He hasn't been in the program very long, but he did get a considerable amount of playing time for Troy last year. He was the MVP in Troy's bowl game. So I think that does help them. And obviously it's not what you want to have to play against Florida with your quarterback who doesn't have much experience in your program, but at least he does have experience playing college football. Mark Stoops said he doesn't think the game will be too big for him. That has to help.
Yeah, he'll at least. He's been in a big game situation. Yeah, what was it, the Dollar General Bowl? That's not exactly. It's probably not Florida, no. but it's at home. That helps. You're at home. It's you don't have that 31 game losing streak hanging over your head anymore. That's something no one's going to talk about. It's going to be about can you build a win streak. So that's something you want if you're Sawyer Smith and have to start against Florida. You want all those positives on your side instead of having to worry about years and decades of history that's bogged down a lot of guys in the past.
And talking to Sawyer after the game, he doesn't seem like the type of kid who's going to get uptight. He seems like a pretty laid-back kid, So I think he'll take it in the right way. So be sure and check out all of our coverage on Kentucky.com in the print edition of the Lexington Herald-Leader.